Hello? Can you guys hear me now? There's no way there's no audio. Hello? Let me know if you can hear me. Dude, no way. You guys can hear me?
Okay. You can hear now?
Oh, yes. Okay. Anyways, let me get back to what I was saying. Thank God. I'm so sorry about that. This was just very last minute. I was not expecting to be doing this tonight. So, anyways, let me get back to where I was. So, the only thing I can think of is that the Mavericks know something about Luka Doncic's injury and they just wanted to get rid of that. But this from Sleeper says the Mavs had major concerns about Luka's conditioning issues and the looming commitment of other Supermax contract extensions this summer. And then on the Lakers part, it says a rift had been forming between Anthony Davis and the Lakers management after a sit-down interview with ESPN. Yeah, Lakers don't have a center now.
Can anybody think of a wilder trade in NBA history?
Yeah, is there a
'Cause
crazier trade?
I cannot. Like, star for star like this just doesn't happen.
No, the Lakers center Jackson Hayes, Christian Wood.
The Cat for Julius Randle trade, like, I guess it's kind of, but
Not even
it's
close.
it's not like Julius Randle is a superstar on the level of Luka or AD.
Right. Yeah, I have no idea what the Mavs are like. It literally they have to just have concerns about Luka Doncic. Like that's about it. Lakers have no center, and honestly, the Lakers had to have won it, right? Are we all being legit? Like Lakers won this trade. Let me know who won. Everybody, let me
Maybe
know.
long term, but short term,
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know if they did because like their bigs are literally like Koloko and Christian Wood and Jackson Hayes
that's it.
and like
LeBron,
yeah, LeBron's gonna have to play center minutes now.
Demar for Kawhi.
The dude from the
Maybe
Jazz that I can't think of his name, the defensive guy that they have,
who?
the guy they've been waiting on all year to come back, and Jared Vanderbilt.
Oh yeah, no, he's back though. He's back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's back.
yeah,
But
yeah.
like that's their bigs now is like Koloko and Vanderbilt and LeBron
Christian Wood if he ever plays.
and
Jackson
Christian
Hayes.
Wood. Yeah, Jackson. Like they don't have a big that can stop anybody. Tyrese Maxey was just like going to town on them as soon as AD went down the other day.
Yeah. Lakers won. A lot of Lakers. Lakers got a steal. L for both. Both lost. Lakers won. No one. Lakers won. About
I
to call
kind of agree.
D12.
I kind of agree with a lot of the like both teams lost on this trade.
Gonna trade LeBron for a big man. We were also talking about it. They're gonna trade LeBron. Lakers won long term. Utah won low key. AD gonna retire in 2 years. I mean, dude. So now the Mavs. How long is Lively out? Is
Lively's done for the season.
is it is
Or,
it?
like at least for the regular season.
Yeah.
He might come back in the playoffs, but
So, but I mean, and honestly, AD wanted to play the
yeah,
four.
that's what I was saying. That's what I was kind of thinking is he wanted to play alongside a big, and Dallas does have other bigs to play
Right.
alongside him, but they now are relying on Kyrie and like PJ Washington and AD to run their offense.
Yeah, so a Dallas lineup would
And
look like
Spencer Dinwiddie.
it would be Kyrie, Clay,
And
Najee
then
Marshall.
yeah, it's like Najee or PJ at the three, and
Yeah, I
then
guess PJ, unless PJ comes off the bench, but Najee would come off the bench, right? That'd make more sense. PJ at the three, AD at the four, Gafford at the five. That's an insane lot. That might be a championship like win now move for the Mavs. You know what I mean? Like that's more of a win now move, I think, than Luka and LeBron. Is it?
I mean for the Mavs, yeah, it is probably more of a like now in the moment trade than for the Lakers, where like a lot of people were saying like the Lakers were making this move for once LeBron retires, then they have Luka and they at least have like some piece to build around
Yeah.
after that point where like now it's like oh we just have AD and a bunch of guys.
Right.
That's like the only thing that makes sense for the Lakers. But now, if you're the Lakers, it does kind of make sense to trade LeBron because you're not in win now mode.
Right. Yeah, this might be setting up for a LeBron to the Warriors trade. I just don't think you trade LeBron for
And
Trace Jackson Davis or Draymond.
yeah, LeBron's not going to the Warriors if he gets traded.
I think, well, he could go to the. I mean, I don't think going to the Warriors is out of the question. I think it would take what? Kaminga, Moses Moody,
like,
Pods. Like,
I
you
just don't
would
think
gut
the
your
Warriors
lineup.
are in
It wouldn't
that-
make sense.
I don't think the Warriors were in that stratosphere.
Jimmy to the
Like-
Mavs? Whoa.
There's no way Jimmy goes to the Mavs.
Yo, the Mavs are legit if they got Jimmy.
But what do they have to trade for him now?
PJ? What's PJ's contract? I would trade PJ.
But, like, I mean, I guess the Mavs, or I mean, the Heat aren't necessarily getting the greatest offers of all time on Jimmy right now.
Right.
So that makes
It's just contracts
some
matching.
sense. It's all about contracts. Does
LeBron to
PJ's
the Heat? LeBron for Jimmy? That's
Pat
crazy.
Riley, I think, has made his stance on that one.
Oh, Boogie, what up, brother? Oh my gosh, I'm freaking done with the Mavs. Dude, okay, but all right.
Clay for Jimmy, the money, I think, would somewhat match up.
Is it?
LeBron for Jimmy?
Okay, hold up. Buddy, just hang, figure out what I'm doing here. Just hang with me, everybody. I promise you. Whoa, oh, because I'm not on here. Wait. That's why you can't. My bad. My fault. One sec. Okay, we should be good again. Let me know if we're good. Audio should be good now. Let me know if you can hear me. My bad. What if the Bulls trade Vooch to the Lakers? God, that'd be just all offense, no defense.
Yeah, the Lakers are just betting on
Just
like
outscoring.
the DeJounte Murray, Trae Young Hawks
Yeah.
strategy at that point, which didn't work out very
Yep.
good.
And then we need Miami. Okay. Dude,
Or like
why
the
is this
Pacers
not
last-
loading?
The Pacers last year would be a better example, but
They 100% need a competent center.
yeah, are they going to trade for Miles Turner?
I mean, that's also a possibility. One sec. We're going to get some more people in here. This is going on the Instagram story, so stay up to the Instagram story. Hey, go follow the Instagram, by the way, while you're at it. All right. This isn't loading, though. This is terrible. So let's scroll up. Let's start looking at some of this stuff. Need a competent center, yes. Trade LeBron, that may be. Bron has to be retiring this year. He's forcing his way to Cleveland or Golden State. Dude, if I'm Cleveland, I'm not taking LeBron. I'm sorry. LeBron for
Yeah, if I'm
Jaren Jackson
in the league, I'm sorry.
or Zach Edey.
Unless I'm like ready to win this year, I'm not taking LeBron.
Right. Levine or PG to the Mavs.
And I have like somebody like the Grizzlies make sense to trade for LeBron because they have
Yes.
like Jaren to back him up.
Yes.
Or like they have bigs to back him up.
Who
And like Bane's not a bad like center or like defensive two.
you're trading Bane if you're trading
But
for
yeah,
LeBron.
I mean, yeah, they got to give up some pieces to get LeBron.
Why didn't the Lakers just go all in and get Gafford too? They probably didn't want to give up Gafford because Lively went out. So then it would just be a situation where Anthony Davis, once again, in a position he doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to be a center. So if you're trading away Gafford while Lively is out, that means Anthony Davis is coming in to be the center again. And then he's unhappy again.
What if they're like,
Vincent
hey,
and
Yusuf
picks for
Nurkic
Nick Claxton?
is
That's
rotting on the bench in Phoenix. Let's just pick him up for free.
I guess. I mean, yeah, that's.
But he's not a defensive center. They
Right.
need like somebody that can play defense on the court. I feel like.
I'm thinking it's gonna end up being.
Because Austin Reeves, it's open season on Austin Reeves. They're gonna pick and roll hunt him.
Luka can't play
LeBron's
defense.
Like 40. He's pick and choose when he plays defense. And like other than that, they don't have a stopper.
I think it's gonna because there are 3 centers in Portland right now, and they're gonna keep clinging 100%, which means I think Ayton or Time Lord are on the market.
That does make sense. Like you said,
You could see Robert Williams going to the
before we
Lakers.
got on here.
Yes.
Like either of those guys does make sense to go there, and like
Sleeper
Portland
notification.
doesn't make sense to keep either of them.
The Mavericks and Luka Doncic until tonight were heading toward a 5-year contract extension in July worth $345 million.
Wow. What happened tonight between Luka and the
Yeah,
Mavs
dude.
that it turned sideways like that?
Right. Bucks need a center. Where are the Bucks coming from? Nick Claxton or Clint Capella, 100%. I would love to see Claxton, dude. If Claxton could get there.
Isaiah Thomas at center.
I would love to see Claxton. And I wish Fanspo
Yeah,
would be
Claxton
working.
I
but-
mentioned earlier as well. That does make a lot of sense for them.
You guys think Fanspo is crashing because of tonight? Like this whole trade just crashed Fanspo? Most likely. We'll go back to this. Wow, dude. Oh my gosh. This is insane.
The Lakers are going to sign Kareem out of retirement to play center for them. Breaking news.
Lift, laugh, love Bucks. Wow. Dude. Oh, man. I wish there was more coming from this. I would love to see Jimmy in Dallas, honestly. I think that would be great.
LeBron for Wemby. Pickle Juice is just out here with this wild trade. It's the comment.
What was the last trade that was this large?
Like, I just don't think there ever has been anything quite to this level.
Right. Yeah. I mean, dude, I keep getting notifications. ESPN. Luka AD swap might be the biggest shock in the history of the NBA.
It came out of nowhere. There was no, like, breadcrumbs or anything that I heard up until tonight. And I listened to every NBA podcast that is, like, legitimate, like Bill Simmons, like Windhorst, Ryan Russillo. Like, these people, like, talk to people inside the NBA.
Right.
They did not mention anything about AD getting traded, Luka getting traded. Like, nobody that I had heard had mentioned anything about those guys. Even McMahon, who covers the Mavericks, never said anything about, like, possibly Luka getting traded.
I feel like do you think Rob Pelinka was like send it? The second the Mavs were like Luka for 80, he was like, I don't care, send it.
I think that's probably
send it. Just didn't give the Mavs a chance to think.
Realistically, be the thing. Like, don't give them a chance to rescind the offer.
Right. So we have Nurkic to LA, which probably 100% is going to most likely happen. That's the easiest way to get an okay center.
But he's not a stopper. Like, they need somebody that can play defense.
I don't think they even
Nurkic
they don't
is
give
not
a shit about a
defensive.
stopper anymore. They just need a center.
They need somebody that can stop somebody, though, like, on the court. Like, if you look at the Lakers roster now, like, their starting lineup, they traded away Christie.
They've got stoppers in the middle, though.
Anthony Davis.
Because they can roll out Dorian Finney-Smith. They can roll out Jared Vanderbilt, Rui Hachimura, and, like, those are decent stoppers at the wing position. Bronny for Jokic.
Bronny for Jokic.
KD to the Warriors
I'm sure the
now.
Nuggets would accept that one.
Jimmy for PJ, Daniel Gafford, and I still don't think they trade Daniel Gafford. I think Daniel Gafford stays. That's the reason AD is unhappy, because he doesn't want to play the 5. He even requested that the Lakers go get a 5 to play next to him.
So the last game that Anthony Davis started on the Lakers,
Valanciunas to LA?
I mean, that does make sense. The Wizards
Good call,
are
Stainless.
garbage. But once again, he's not a defensive
Right.
guy. Like, these are all offensive centers. Like, Nurkic is an offensive center. Valanciunas is an offensive center. Even Ayton, like, he's probably the most defensive of the three guys, but he's not like a stopper.
Eight makes sense.
But yeah, they traded away two of their starters in the last game that Anthony Davis played. So they have Reeves, James, and Hachimura, and then Luka once he gets back as their starters. Those are all like traffic cones defensively.
Okay, so what does a Lakers starting lineup look like? Does it look
So
like
they
Luka at the
probably- they
1,
probably
Austin at the
start-
2?
Do they start Vanderbilt over Rui?
I think-
but Rui's been so good for them that they have to start him, I think, offensively.
They have to start Jackson Hayes, right? Like he's got to start. They have to have a center in
For
there.
now, yes.
Yes. So it's going to be Luka, Jackson Hayes, LeBron, probably Reeves, and then
And
one
Dorian
of
Finney-Smith.
one of DFS, Jared Vanderbilt, or Rui. So probably Rui.
Yeah, probably Rui.
Luke Cornett. David Stern
Jakob
would not allow
Poeltl.
this to occur. Jakob Pertl's a good
Poeltl,
shout.
Actually,
That's a
like,
good shout, Admiral. David Stern would not have allowed this.
Mitchell Robinson.
Mitchell
Actually,
Robinson.
that does make
yes.
sense. That
Good
does
call.
make
Dude,
sense.
Stainless, you're on a run right now. You are on a goddamn run. Westbrook for Wall. Okay. Oh, that we're
Westbrook
talking.
for Wall.
No, that was like the last trades that we were
Oh.
talking about. Yeah. No, you're on a run. Valanciunas, Mitchell Robinson. I like Pirtle is a great call. Mitchell Robinson to LA for Rui straight up. I think you have to. No, yeah.
That would probably work.
Yeah, that would make sense, I think, on both sides. I think both sides would be
Rui
happy
and
with
picks
that.
for Claxton. I like that better than Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, dude, I would love Claxton. LeBron
Like if
James
it's
went
second
to the
round
Mavs.
picks, if it's first round picks, then obviously no. But
Trade for Mark Williams. What do you trade for Mark Williams, though? What do the Hornets want?
yeah, like why are the Hornets trading Mark Williams?
That would-
They're nowhere near contending, and Mark Williams is young. Like that's a piece you kind of build around.
He's like their main piece,
If
like
you're
their
the
only
Hornets.
big guy. Because they just traded away Nick Richards. James went to the Mavs. Stop, bro. I would have 100%
Yeah, like,
got the note.
We're not falling for that.
Excuse me.
It took me 5 minutes to believe this trade was real. I'm not falling for James.
It
to
took
the Mavs
more
in
than
the
5,
comments.
bro. Jordan Walsh is center. Clint Capella could be available. Yeah, Clint Capella could 100% go there. So what are the main targets we're looking at? We're looking at Clint Capella, Jakob Pertl, Mitchell Robinson, Nick
Give
Claxton.
the Pistons Austin Reeves, and we'll give you Jalen Duren.
No, we won't. But
Give
I
us
would.
some
I would
picks.
take.
Give us a pick on top of that.
I would take Reeves though. I would take Reeves, but they're not trading Austin Reeves. They're not doing that.
The money probably doesn't match up that well either.
No, I think the Pistons are still going to be in the play for something like. Dude, me and my cousin were arguing. I didn't think it was. Dude, we were
legitimately
like
thinking for 10 minutes it was not real. So I don't think anybody believed it was real at
okay,
first.
Icicle, stop, bro. Yeah, stop. It's not LeBron. You guys are making me check, and I shouldn't have to check right now. LeBron is not in Dallas. Hearing LeBron James to Warriors has major legs now. LeBron found out about the trade after the Lakers game tonight at a dinner with his family.
That doesn't make sense. How does he go into dinner with his family after the game tonight? It came out like 30, 40 minutes after the game, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, he was definitely at dinner then.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, it was probably like at least an hour.
You got
after
press
the game, to be
conferences,
honest.
you got
we
all
were
that
like
stuff.
towards the end of that.
Thank you, brother. I
that
appreciate
Suns
that.
game. It was,
Walker
like, towards the end
Kessler?
of the third quarter.
Walker Kessler, I think,
I've
is
heard
an
going
option.
Going to the Lakers for a while, but
Connect for Panay Sewell. No. Kayvon
don't
Looney,
know
no.
how good either of those would be at the other sport. Like Panay Sewell was a dog, and Dalton Connect is good at basketball, but I don't think If
It
they
would
switch
flip-flop.
sports, it would work too well.
John
It's
Isaac
not
for
like
PJ.
like Jameer Gibbs or somebody going to the NBA.
Right.
Like Penei Sewell's an offensive lineman.
Jameer Gibbs wouldn't do anything in the NBA anyways. He's 5'9".
I mean, he could be like a Maxi or like
Bro, he's 5'9".
like
He'd
a
be
Westbrook.
like he'd be a
but
Yuki.
He could get down the court like super quick. Is kind of what I'm saying.
Bro, he is like Yuki.
yeah,
about it.
probably. I always forget that NFL players' heights are like nowhere near the
Right.
NBA players' heights.
Miles Turner, good call, yes. Bulls could ship. Apparently, there's a video of the Lakers or the Blazers finding out about the Luka and AD trade. This
Yeah,
seems so
I
fake.
have
It
heard
does.
that the Pacers don't want to go into the luxury tax, so they're either going to have to make a move to get off Obi or trade Miles, probably.
Yeah, I
So
don't know
that
what you
does
do.
make some sense.
What up, Frep? FREP?
I mean, Penei Sewell not being.
I'm watching this video of the Blazers bench reacting to the trade live. Dude. Isaiah Harden's... No, there's no way. Luka and
the
LeBron
Thunder
going
are
to get
not-
a chip.
The
I mean,
the Thunder are not trading away anybody on their team right
what about...
now.
How do you feel about that
unless-
last one?
What's that?
How do you feel about that one?
Brandon Clark.
He's a Grizz guy.
I am a Grizz fan. I don't know if I'd want to give up BC. He's definitely our best backup big. I mean, unless you want to include Santi. But Santi's more like a 3, I consider him, than a big.
I think you would... Yeah. Are we 100% sure this is not like some hacker messing it with everybody? I don't think...
Once-
At this point, I don't think it
Once it's been
is.
on SportsCenter and
Yeah.
Stephen A. is talking about
Like,
it.
Shams was on
that's-
SportsCenter.
It's kind of seems real at this point.
Yeah. Lakers... Like, yeah, no. If Luka is okay, like, the Lakers won this trade.
Yeah, long term, the Lakers definitely won the trade.
And it's not like they're not competing with Luka. Like, I mean, the Lakers won tonight without LeBron James or without Anthony
Yeah,
Davis. Like,
right.
and they beat the Knicks in Madison Square
and
Garden.
the Knicks are a good team.
Right. And so it's not like now they have Luka Doncic. Like, they're competing for a championship now, and they have Luka Doncic, so they're competing for a championship in the future.
I just don't think they are competing for a championship now unless they get like
Yes.
1 or 2 pieces on defense that
Right.
can stop somebody, though.
Drummond, that's not bad.
Drummond doesn't really make sense for them, though.
It doesn't make sense for the 76ers either because Joel Embiid doesn't play.
I mean, true. But, like,
Who won the
I
trade?
think
I'm
I'd like to-
thinking.
I think I'd like, if I'm the Lakers, to go after somebody a little better than Drummond on the offensive side. Like, if
Yeah.
I'm going to go for that, I'd rather go for, like, the Valanciunas.
Like that,
or,
would you
like-
do a Vanderbilt plus a pick, like a first and a second for Valanciunas? Because I'm not giving up 2 firsts for Valanciunas.
Oh, certainly not 2 firsts.
But I would give up maybe
I don't
Vanderbilt
even
a
know
first.
if I'd
and,
give up a first for Valanciunas because I think
Really?
the Wizards kind of signed him with the intentions
To-
of
to-
like,
to
hey,
trade
what,
him
what can we
anyways.
get
Yeah.
for him on the trade market like halfway through the season? Like, what are the Wizards doing with Valanciunas that like they really need him?
No, they don't
They
need
won
him.
7 games through 48.
They don't need him. Is this real? It is, Reed. Lakers lost. Mavs become a contender, while Lakers are going to struggle to get Luka help in the future with no pick.
I think the Mavs were set up this year to be the better team regardless.
Yes.
Like, I think they were the team that had the best chance to upset OKC until the Lively injury. Like, I was
Yes.
willing to bet on the Mavs to win the West up until the Lively injury, and then I was like, well, this seems like it's a
Right.
little far past. But if they have AD now, alongside like Kyrie and like PJ and even like Dinwiddie or Clay at the
Dude.
2, like they can score.
Yeah.
And then they have now like a real legitimate defensive stopper that can play offense and can space the
Right.
floor a little bit at the other end.
I-
He's not
dude.
like the best 3-point shooter, but he at least can.
I love the thought of Jimmy to Dallas now. Honestly, I love it.
Dallas doesn't have any more chips to move, do they really? Well, they probably got some out of this, but
Right. You got Max Christie back. Send him gone. See you,
Right.
Max. You can send Max out. You can send Quentin Grimes. Najee Marshall is a tough one, but like, I mean, for Jimmy Butler, sure. Nobody's trading Chet. Chet's not being traded.
yeah, no, I don't think anybody on the Thunder
Dude.
is getting traded. Like,
Fanspo's down.
Let's just be legitimate.
I think
I
Fanspo's
don't
down.
think that the Thunder are making any moves this year.
Yeah, Fanspo is down.
They made their moves in the offseason, signing Caruso and Hartenstein, and
Sit
they
pat.
have
You're the
their
best
team.
team in the league.
Yeah, they
Best
have their
in the
team.
league. What am I doing right now? Dallas, Miami. You trade Jimmy, and then, dude, this is so weird. It's already Anthony Davis here.
Yeah, the ESPN trade machine has it updated already. It's legit, folks.
Maybe that's what Fanspo is on right now. Do you? I don't want to move PJ, but I think you have to move PJ.
I mean, it depends on the piece you want to add.
Do you like Christie or Grimes more? Christie, you got him for 4
Probably
years. Grimes is on a
Grimes.
1-year deal. Maybe they want Grimes so they have
Like,
the opportunity to do something with him.
I personally am more of a Grimes guy than a Christie guy. Like, Christie hasn't shown me a whole lot in his time with the Lakers. Like, he's started to come on a little bit this year, but I still don't know if I want to pay him for 3 more years after this year.
Grimes probably re-signs there anyway, so
Right.
we'll get rid of. And then I think you have to trade PJ.
For Jimmy.
I think it has to go in because it's $15 million. You're not going to make up that. Like, you're not trading Kyrie. You're not trading Clay.
Yeah.
You're not trading Gafford. I don't think Najee moves unless you have to move him.
Yeah, Najee, I don't think does.
I think low key you have to add like a Detroit or something in here. Jimmy for Kyrie? No. What if you traded
Why would they do that?
Austin Reeves for Bam? I don't think. I mean, low key Bam is more expendable with the way Kel'el Ware is playing, but I kind of like the fit of Kel'el and Bam.
I also like the Lakers do need some sort of guard play.
Right.
Like, if they trade away Reeves, they have no guards at that point, and
Right.
then they're just like back to the opposite problem is what they have now with no bigs.
Yeah. PJ Clay in a first and Grimes.
Because they traded away like D'Lo, who I'm not a huge fan of, and then they traded away Christie, who I'm not like exactly the biggest fan of either. But like, that's 2 of their like guards that are getting good minutes for them.
Right.
So like, who's getting minutes at guards? At
Dalton
guard for the Lakers now.
Dalton hasn't been very good lately. I mean, he's shooting guard, small forward
Yeah,
size,
he's
but
streaky.
he has not been very good lately. So they're saying who said where was that? PJ Clay. Do you give up Clay? Also, does
He
Miami
said the
want
Lakers
Clay?
will never be bad. The Lakers were bad for like 5 or 6 years in like the mid 2010s to the late 2010s until LeBron went there.
Yeah,
They were terrible.
yeah, they were bad, especially after Kobe left.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
retired.
Like, they were getting like the number 2 pick to get Lonzo and like the number 3 pick to get Brandon Ingram. Like, they were bad.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how I feel like Clay almost has to be in it.
For money, to
Yeah.
make money work. I don't think the Mavs are opposed to giving up Clay. Because they owe him like a lot of years beyond now. That's the thing.
And then from
It's like they still owe him, what, 2 more years after this? 3 more years after
the
this?
Lakers bigs. So let's just see.
I think we already ran through it. It's like
Yeah, but I just want to
Coloco,
see it again. Jackson Hayes,
and-
Trey Jamison.
Yeah, Trey Jemison, Memphis Grizzlies legend off last year's injury-ridden season.
Christian Coloco, and that's not even talking about Christian
And then,
Wood.
and
Christian Wood.
Vanderbilt.
Yeah. Dorian Finney-Smith is their 3rd string center.
Which he's a small forward.
This is your backup center.
Trey
They have
Jemison
no
III.
bigs. They have no bigs. Oh, I got this notification. I don't know if you guys can't even see this. There's no way. There's no way. It says Devin Booker's reaction, but I saw Devin Booker, and I was like, no way, Devin Booker.
Get Jimmy tomorrow, please.
Oh my gosh, dude. So, anyways, back to here. This makes the money close to the point where the Pistons don't even have to be in it.
And what incentive do the Pistons have?
And they're still
to,
bringing in $6 million, which means
facilitate that trade.
it's like, well, at the point, I think the only thing they would have to get a probably first or something.
Yeah, right.
And then, so if we add Detroit, I need to. This deal materialized
In
per
the
Shams.
shadows.
This deal materialized in the shadows. LeBron James had no idea this was coming. Anthony Davis had no idea this was coming. I'm told Luka Doncic is still stunned. Luka probably feels like he just got slighted.
I listened to everybody that knows people in the league, and there was nothing, even a sliver of a mention about this possibly happening.
Right.
I was completely blindsided by that. And that doesn't happen too often with as many sports podcasts as I listen to. Like,
Stainless, I don't.
There's at least some mention of a possibility of it happening.
Right. Like they just said, it happened in the shadows. But I don't think Gafford goes. I'm just going to reiterate this because Anthony Davis, his whole gripe with the Lakers was the fact that he didn't want to play center.
Before, it made sense. Before,
while they
the
had Lively
injury, maybe. But
yes.
But now Dallas kind of needs Gafford.
Trade for Trace Jackson Davis, that does nothing. So if I were the Mavs GM, I would.
Fox or Levine before Jimmy. I agree. If I'm the Mavs, I don't want to go after Jimmy. I mean, I'm kind of biased towards, as a Grizz fan, I don't want Jimmy on my team.
Because he doesn't want you?
Well, even before that, I don't want Jimmy on my team because he's a fucking problem.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I feel like Najee...
And, it's just where has Jimmy been that it hasn't been an ugly exit?
Hold up. Do the Miami Heat want Clay?
Probably not. Because they don't want money past 25, 26. So they don't want Clay. They probably don't even want Max Christie. Well, Max Christie isn't getting that much money, though. So they probably could eat that. The Pistons get Clay. He actually could play good off ball against or with
next
Cade,
to Cade.
Though, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. How many picks did Mikal Bridges go for? Luka goes for 1.
He went for 5.
Yeah, but Luka went for 1 because they got AD in return.
They got Anthony Davis. The Nets didn't get anything near Anthony Davis in that trade. They just got picks. The Nets are in a different place than where the Lakers or the Mavs are.
Do they have just a full layout? I can just look at fast. Whatever. Okay.
Yeah,
Bojan and 5 firsts.
Bojan
and a
Bogdanovic
first round
and
swap and a second round selection for Mikal Bridges. Bron to the Warriors calling it now. Yeah, the Bros have Maxi or the Lake Bro. He said, wait, bro, Lakers. Yeah, the Bros have Max. No, the Lakers have Maxi Kleber now.
Bro, Lakers have Maxi Kleber. Yeah, but he's out for the season. So, yeah, come playoff time, maybe the Lakers have Maxi Kleber, but, not now, they don't.
LeBron James badly wanted to play with Luka Doncic, per Brian Windhorst.
This is just, it gets wilder and wilder.
Yeah, it's like everybody didn't want to talk to each other or communicate, and now just all the dirty laundry is being aired out. I'm trying to see if there's something that the Pistons can send out, but they have to send out $6 million, and they're not sending out Beasley. Yeah, Fontecchio to.
That would be the piece the Pistons would send out. It's got to be, I think.
Miami, I think. God dang it, the Mavs.
Wait, so the Mavs get Jimmy. The Heat get Najee, Fontecchio, Christie, and PJ.
Bang. There's a trade for you. There is the trade.
Dinwiddie back to the Pistons. Yep. The team that drafted him.
Yep. Do the Mavs need? I guess if you guys are considering Kyrie just to run shooting guard.
The Mavs weren't really in the De'Aaron Fox sweepstakes to begin with, though. It was the other two Texas teams more so. The Rockets or the Spurs made way more sense than the Mavs.
They got AD? Are you kidding? They accepted him. They settled for him. Simply put.
But it
you
does
must
make
get
more sense to get like another guard now that you don't have Luka to go alongside AD. But
So I agree, Freaky Creep. You probably should have gotten at least 2 firsts for Luka. Like 1 first in AD doesn't quite add up. You know what I mean? I agree with that. I think you could have gotten more.
But only because AD's like 4 years older. But like AD and Luka were both kind of like coming into the league like similar like draft like projections for their career. Like
Fair.
I mean obviously they play different positions, but like AD coming into the league, like when he was at Kentucky, he was a monster. And like he was the consensus #1 pick. Like nobody was not taking him #1. They got the #1 pick, and he was gonna be like a perennial superstar. And the same thing for Luka. Like he wasn't like pinned to be LeBron, obviously, or Wemby or any of these guys. But like both of these guys were really highly projected, like coming into the league.
Right.
But I do agree, just because of like the years difference, the AD's
The age
like 4
difference.
or 5 years difference, that they could have probably got another pick or another player out of him.
Also, let me just say,
LeBron going back, bring back Tristan
like,
Thompson.
I can't add picks on here. I don't think so. This is literally just without supplemental picks. Really don't want Jimmy. You want Mac? You're not getting Maxey or Hallie. You're settling for Jimmy and you're going to like it. AD's going to thrive in the system.
You're not getting Maxey or Hallie as the Mavs. Like, come on, what?
Kyrie's running your point guard. No more shooting guard Kyrie. You guys really don't. I like Jimmy in Dallas. But people are saying no to Jimmy in Dallas. But yeah, this is not including.
I like AD in Dallas like a lot, actually.
Yeah,
but...
Dan the man. I got a mod in here. Let's go. What's up, Dan? This is past your bedtime, isn't it? I'm just kidding. All right, well, it's time to crack-a-lack another beer. Wiggins to Mavs.
I agree. I'll be right back.
80. Another ESPN notification. It's just players reacting, dude. Lakers' chances to win a chip this year are... All right, here, let's ask you guys. If the Lakers have an above 50% chance to win the championship, throw a 1 in the chat. If it's a below a 50% chance to win the championship, throw a 2 in the chat. So if you think the Lakers have a better than a 50% chance to win the championship, put a 1 in the chat. If you think the Lakers have a less than 50% chance to get a championship this year with Bron and Luka, throw a 2. So 1's for over 50, 2 for under 50. Stainless says under. Weon says under. Expired milk under. Pickle juice with the 1. Okay, lot. It seems like an overwhelmingly.
Pickle back with another 1, like 2 more times. a 3 from Stainless.
2.
But he said 1 originally.
2 from Dan. Yeah, it does. You guys are all thinking
like
that.
It seems like a more long-term move for the Lakers and a more win-now move for the Mavs.
100%. 100%.
Like
which is insane to think about. Imagine telling yourself at the beginning of the season that...
If the Lakers traded for
No,
Luka.
not even that. Not even that. That having Anthony Davis on your team would be a more win-now situation for you than having Luka Doncic on your team. You would think having Luka would be a win now.
Yeah, but like given the situation,
right?
With Luka,
that's what I'm just saying. Like before knowing,
season.
Just beginning of the season. But it seems like everybody thinks that it's less than a 50% chance. But what does it change if the Lakers get Valanciunas? Now 1's if it's over 50, 2's if it's under 50. If the Lakers have Jonas Valanciunas.
Henry, I also don't really understand why the Mavs would do this, but that's why I didn't believe it was real for 10 minutes.
Right. Let me reiterate. If the Lakers end up with Valanciunas for Vanderbilt in the first, over 50% chance they win a championship, 1's in the chat. Under 50% chance they get a championship, 2's in the chat. Still 2's. What kind of beer are you sipping on?
0.00001.
We're sipping
after saying
good old Miller, baby.
1 like 3 times.
Good old Miller. Man, we were literally just kicking back. we were watching, what was it? From the Knicks to the Lakers, and then on my laptop we had the Suns and Blazers, and we had the Heat and Spurs. We saw
And then we turned the Blazers game on the TV, and then all of a sudden it was like the end of the third quarter, and that came through, and we were like, "What?"
Not even. Then we started watching DeMarcus Cousins highlights on
YouTube.
YouTube.
About that. We did go to DeMarcus Cousins Kings highlights on YouTube.
Yep.
First.
We saw Bam hit a game winner. Seems like we have more ones though if they add Jonas Valanciunas. So what if we change it to any other big, except for Nurkic? Nurkic doesn't do anything for you. What if it's like a DeAndre Ayton or a Time Lord? They have JJ Redick, not Tom Tibbs. You think JJ still can't help him get a chip? How do you think JJ feels about this?
And I don't think Tibbs is like necessarily like when would Tibbs won a fucking championship? Like let's be real.
How we feeling, Chad? What about Jeezy?
Like has Tibbs won a ship as
Lakers
a
fan,
head coach? I don't think he has.
not in
Like
LA.
I think he won as an assistant on Boston.
Was Tibbs on Boston then?
He was at one point in time. I don't know if he was 100% during that time, but
How can the Mavs save this? I saw that. Where did that go? Yeah, Henry Kimball. Is there anything the Mavs can do
so
to
he
save
did
this
win
trade?
He did win a ship with the
08?
Celtics in 08, yeah, but he was not the head coach.
How do the
obviously.
Mavs save? I don't think that. Okay, let me be clear. The Mavs don't need saving right now. I think the Mavs are in a great spot.
He said, "How do the Mavs save this?"
Yes. Yeah. I think the Mavs are in a great spot. I think for win now, the Mavs won the trade.
Yeah, I agree. Like, as far as this year, the Mavs won the trade because Lively was going to be out at least until playoffs, and even then, you don't know if he's going to be back. So it's like you're counting on Gafford and like an 80 to 90% maybe Lively in the playoffs, where you have now like a full AD. Who,
Yeah.
as a Grizz fan, I've seen the presence the AD can enforce on the defensive end
100%.
the last 2 years. Like he's a defensive stopper when he really wants to be a force down low.
Right. I like this trade as a Laker fan. Okay, so if you guys are new to the stream, I think the general consensus, at least from us two, is that the Lakers won the trade for the future because, I mean, when LeBron James retires, you're going to be with Luka Doncic, who's 26? 25.
Yeah. So
About to be
it'll
26. 26 in this month.
Yeah.
So you're going to be with Luka Doncic, who's in MVP conversations every single season.
Yeah, for the next decade and a half, basically.
If you can keep Luka, and if Luka wants to be in a big market, like there you go. You're in LA now. So if you're the future,
the Lakers, unless somebody offers him a ton of money,
if
the
you're
Lakers can't offer.
The Lakers are happy. Like, LeBron James is going to retire unless you trade him and you get something to help. But I think the Lakers lineup, if you can get a big and you don't have LeBron anymore, they're still solid pieces.
Yeah,
but,
stainless. I agree. Like the Lakers do have no depth currently, and LeBron is 40. But as far as like a long-term trade goes,
that's still
like
the right
LeBron's gonna retire in a couple years, and now you have Luka, and you can build around that.
Right.
And he's also not quite the LeBron type, where he's gonna like put the pressure on the front office every single year around that January, February to make a move.
Yeah. And so we I think we all agree that Lakers won the trade for the future, and I don't know how you guys feel. Let me know.
How are they going to surround him with anything?
The Mavs won the trade for the present.
I mean, the Lakers tend to figure things out when they have a star.
I mean, they did just trade for Luka Doncic.
They had LeBron with nobody,
So-
and then they got AD, and they won a championship.
Well, they didn't have
out
it
of
for
nowhere.
nobody. They had Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle, and Lonzo Ball. Like,
But
all
they
super
were
young
all
pieces.
young players.
Right, and they had so much potential that we had no idea. Like, Brandon Ingram was projected to
But
be
they
like the next
weren't,
Kevin
like,
Durant.
they were on the timeline of LeBron when he went to the Lakers, like Anthony Davis was. Like they needed that Anthony Davis piece to get over the hump. I don't think they would have won the ship with like Lonzo and.
No, they would
that.
not have. But
And-
that's how they made the Lonzo thing or the Anthony Davis thing happen is because they
like
had
they
that.
had
But I think
pieces to trade.
Stainless is saying they have no future. Like they have no pieces to trade. Austin Reeves is currently their point guard and shooting guard.
Reeves is one of the most tradable pieces in the NBA.
He's currently their
if you
starting
want.
point guard and shooting guard. So they're running a 4-man lineup right now. They started 42 years ago. No, it's no. They have no picks and no young play. That's the tough part. They do have interesting pieces. Let's just be real. They have interesting pieces. Rui is an expendable, interesting
Rui,
piece.
they
Jared
could trade at
Vanderbilt,
some point.
Dorian Finney-Smith,
I
Dalton
don't
Connect.
think Finney Smith is like that tradable
I think
at
that-
this point.
well, I
He's
think-
kind of towards like the tail end of his
I
career.
think he is somewhat tradable, but I don't think they trade him because he has a connection with Luka Doncic from playing in the past with him
Yeah,
already. I
right.
think Luka likes Dorian. Dorian's a good player
Dorian
next to
and
Luka.
Luka had a very good relationship in Dallas. I forgot about that, but that is a good point to bring up. For sure.
You still have Rui. Dalton Connects
Maybe
a
Luka to
decent
Golden
piece.
State for Steph, Andrew Wiggins, and draft capital.
Yeah, you're right, Stainless. They don't have a ton. Unless you consolidate picks like the Suns just did.
That Lakers pick is valuable though
because it's in the future, but it's not as valuable anymore now that you have Luka.
Well, yeah, true. Now that you have Luka, it's certainly not.
Like we were saying, your pieces are Rui, Dalton Connect.
Yeah, where like the Suns, it's like what do you have going forward
in 5
Devin
years?
Booker.
And Devin Booker's going to be a Piston in a year or two. But you have Rui, you have Dalton Connect, you have Jared Vanderbilt, you have Cam Reddish, and Bronny James.
Bronny James.
That's your.
You got Gabe Vincent and Shake Milton.
Like those two aren't gonna do anything.
Yeah, they're not playing in the playoffs.
So like your young pieces, Dalton Connect, if you can find somebody who wants Dalton Connect, but Dalton Connect at this point I think is expendable. Gabe, I don't think Gabe is much. You have Christian Coloco.
Yeah, if you want to trade Connect and Gabe and package them together for somebody, maybe. But
if you're talking future assets, you guys are you want to trade them just for a first? Like if you're trying to gain a future asset, because those players are going to be in a trade for Valanciunas or Clint Capella or DeAndre Ayton or Rob Williams or Nick Claxton. And Claxton's going to take.
I would do Connect and Vincent and a second for Claxton if I was the Lakers.
I don't think they get Claxton for that.
You don't think they get Claxton for that?
No.
The Nets aren't interested in winning.
Right, but they're interested in Claxton. Claxton is still a young big, and you can get more for Claxton. Somebody's going to offer a first for Claxton. Claxton is worth a first.
Connect is a good shooter.
But you have to think they don't even have a piece yet to build on. And Dalton Connect's already 24.
Yeah, he is old for a
23.
rookie.
He's 23.
Yeah, he is old for a rookie. That does make sense. Now that you talk it out. Now that I'm talking it out with you.
That's what the stream is for, baby. Mm-hmm. I don't care what anybody says. Bronny can become one of the best. Okay. We're gonna stop.
We're just gonna ignore that comment.
We're gonna stop on the best, but I do agree. I think Bronny gets too much hate. I actually like Bronny, but he's not gonna be one of the best defenders. I guess if he works hard enough, sure, anything's possible if you work hard enough.
Yeah, anything is possible if you work hard enough.
But none of those pieces are getting anyone of even Trae Young's level. I don't think you're looking for Trae Young.
Yeah, they're not looking for Trae Young. If they wanted Trae Young, they would have got him in the offseason because he was available for pretty much 55 cents on the dollar.
Yeah,
I don't know if he was available at that, but that's what people were offering for him, I should say.
At this point,
I don't know if the Hawks were willing to give him up for that, but
at this point, your only move here is you're going after a big, and I think it's worth going after a big with a. I think Jared Vanderbilt is expendable.
100%, if they want to compete this season, have to go.
They do want to compete this. They have to compete this season.
That's
they have
what
LeBron James.
They have to
compete this season.
They have to go after
hear me
a
out.
big.
Bronny gets shipped out to Israel for a solid big and a defender, Pat Bev.
Can they trade him for Gershon Yuvaseli to the Sixers?
No, that's Yabusele.
He was locking down Jokic for 3 quarters last night.
Capella is a great option. Yes, I agree. Capella is maybe their best option, but when LeBron is gone, they can't get anyone.
And the Hawks actually have a backup in Okongwu that they could go to as a starter.
He's already starting. Really, isn't he?
But Capella's hurt right now.
Yeah. So Stainless, let's talk this one out because you're saying when LeBron is gone, they can't get anyone. I don't even think they give a shit if they can get anybody. You have Luka. That's their end game plan.
That's like having Wemby. on the Spurs. Like, all of a sudden, De'Aaron Fox wants to go to the Spurs
Right.
because they have Wemby. Like, people want to go play with Luka.
Right.
Like,
And at some point, cap space is going to free
I don't
up.
think really wanted to go to the Mavs unless Luka was there to play alongside him.
And when LeBron is gone, cap space is going to free up. You're going to be able to sign another max contract at some point.
Yeah, they're paying like 41-year-old LeBron like $50 million this year.
Right.
Which, like, granted, LeBron has still been like executing at the offensive end.
I mean, yeah,
you watch
obviously
him
he
on
dropped
defense,
33 tonight.
Yeah, if you watch him on defense, he's not the same every night as like he used to be.
Lakers payroll. Oh my god.
The Kevin Hart DraftKings.
Okay. LeBron, he's making $52 million next year.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
once
LeBron
that's off the books, bro.
$100 million over 2 years right now.
Yeah, once that's off the book, like obviously AD's gone.
Yeah, AD's off the books, so now Luka's contract is on there, but like I think he's due to be a free agent now, right? Because that's what the Mavs traded him for.
Who?
Luka.
Oh,
Luka,
yeah, because
Luka,
they were afraid to
wasn't gonna
sign him.
the extension, they thought.
What was
so
I gonna
he's
look
gonna
up?
be a free agent, right?
Yeah, that's what I was actually. Yeah, that's what I was gonna look up. You're right. That's what I was trying to check. No, not NBA. I guess we can just go to Dallas still. Luka's until 26, 27 on 48. You lose LeBron's next season. You have Luka for another year after that. You extend Luka, and then you tell him we have $52 million that LeBron isn't being paid anymore to go out and get a guy.
Yeah, right. Like, I don't know. I think the Lakers will figure it out long term with Luka on the team.
Look at the rest of the contracts too. When LeBron is gone, so is Rui's $18 million, so is Dorian's $15 million, so is Gabe's $11 million. Out of those guys,
so yeah, they have like Vanderbilt and.
Out of those guys, you're most likely re-signing
Bronny James on the books at that point.
You're re-signing one of these guys,
and Austin Reeves,
right? One of these guys will be re-signed, and I think the other one gets traded. So maybe Rui gets traded for, and then what I was going to look up.
I don't know if they can trade Rui at this point.
Jonas is making $10 million.
Like if they traded Rui for Jonas straight up, yeah, that makes sense for them.
Rui back to Washington, there's no way they take him back.
Right.
But you can take Jared Vanderbilt's $11 million in return. So you can do.
Yeah, because
Washington,
he was not that good in Washington.
LA,
like he's much better with people that can set him up for threes.
You take Vanderbilt,
which Washington does not.
For Jonas, straight up, and then you toss in a first. So Vanderbilt and a first for Valanciunas. And then you're looking at Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, LeBron James, Jonas Valanciunas.
Which is still open season.
It's still
like
solid.
Pick and roll hunting wise.
Yeah.
Like you could get anybody you want on that. Like
Bronny
Austin Reeves are going to be hunting, LeBron they're going to be hunting, and Valanciunas are going to be hunting. So what? It's like Rui and who were you saying they would trade for?
This trade. This trade?
Yeah. So Valanciunas for Vanderbilt. So it'd be Luka. Yeah, Luka. It would be the other defender there. So it's like Reeves, Luka, LeBron. And then Rui
and then
Valanciunas. Like, Rui's like the best defender of those five guys, and he's not like exactly a defensive stopper.
I mean, at this point, you're just looking to fill in. But like, you can start Dorian if you want. Then.
I mean, true.
Start Dorian over Rui, but Rui's not a terrible defender.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is Rui's the best defender they have, but he's not terrible, but he's the best they have.
Yeah.
Which isn't exactly where you want to start. What is Sham saying?
He's on ESPN telling the story of how it happened.
Gosh, yeah.
Patrick Mahomes prod.
No one saw this coming.
What do you think about the people that think they're winning the title now? Are you talking the Lakers? I don't know if anybody's thinking the Lakers are going to win the title off of this.
If you're talking about the Lakers, then we definitely disagree.
if you're talking the Mavericks, though, like we've already mentioned, the Mavericks are
The Mavericks,
set.
I already thought were set up to win the championship, or not win the championship, but like at least have a chance to win the West this year. So I don't think that sets the Mavericks back any.
So the Mavs, I keep getting notifications. I got it. Shams just tweeted it's 1,000%. At this point, it is
Yeah,
real.
no, it's real. We all know it's real now.
So you're looking at Kyrie. I think you run Clay at the 2. I'm not starting Spencer Dinwiddie. You put Clay at the 2, and then PJ.
Yeah, PJ's at the 3.
Probably starts at the 3, or you can start Najee at the 3 if you want, and then it's Anthony Davis, Daniel Gafford.
You're not paying that much money to Clay to come off the bench in his first year, anyways.
Right. So
like he's starting.
So it's Kyrie, Clay, PJ, AD, Daniel Washington, or not Daniel Gafford. Decent, it's solid defensively. Defensively,
Yeah,
you're
no,
good.
Dallas is solid. The Lakers, I'm not so convinced.
This puts Dallas as a top 5 favorite to win the chip,
Yeah,
right? OKC,
like
Boston,
they're in that stratosphere
Cleveland.
now. It's like the Knicks, Cleveland, Boston, and then like OKC, Mavericks.
I think the
That's
like, dude,
that's it. I think
'cause then-
really the Nuggets like maybe an outside chance,
yeah.
but those are like the
I
5
mean,
or 6 teams.
I think
And I
Milwaukee needs to make a move, but obviously if you have Giannis and
think if
Dame, you're good.
I think if you are Dallas and you have AD and you have Gafford and you're going up against the Nuggets, I don't think you're scared. I think you have the tandem
Yeah.
to stop Jokic, like
Yeah.
a similar to how Minnesota did last year.
Yeah. So then, we'll look. So just to go over it again, it's Luka, Clay, PJ, AD, Daniel. Off the bench, you're running Jaden Hardy, QG, Najee.
Which I love Najee. Like I've loved him since he was in New
Yes.
Orleans.
I think, and that's all. That's a really good 3 because QG and Najee can play defense.
Yeah,
Those are
and
all
that's
good
like,
shooters.
that's
You have
your
a good
playoff
bench.
rotation, and then you get
You
like
throw Dwight Powell. How long is Dwight Powell out? Is he a season or no? I don't remember. I have no. Injury? No. Injured. Oh, just hip. It looks like it's nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't look long term.
So then Dwight Powell
Yeah, Dwight Powell can
And
come in
he's your
as
backup
like your backup
either.
center.
or power forward because you can stagger AD
Yeah,
and
and
Gafford.
that's your playoff rotation.
And you
right
also
there.
have
It's
to
like
think,
Kyrie, Dinwiddie, Clay, PJ, Gafford, AD, and then
Lively when he comes back.
Najee, Dinwiddie,
Dude,
or
think about
Najee, and then Exum, Powell,
dude, you're gonna have
and Grimes. That's
yeah.
that's a solid 8 or 9 guys.
Max and
and he's not even in the rotation come
and
playoff
we haven't even
time. I feel like.
and Max or not Lively is still an option.
And
he's
Lively
not even
might be back come that time as well.
Yeah, dude, the Mavs might be set up as a top
If they can
favorite
if they can
now.
get one more legit 3-point shooter in there, I think I would take them to come out of the West other than OKC.
Yeah.
OKC, it's hard to pick against, but Dallas does have the formula to beat them, kind of like how Minnesota had the formula to beat Denver the last couple years.
Right. This is East, West. So you're taking at this point we're taking Dallas over the Rockets, the Grizzlies, the Nuggets, the Lakers, all of these. Yes.
I would take them over every team, including the Grizzlies, as a Grizzlies fan.
Yes. The only other one that's competing with that is Denver.
Yeah, I agree. It's Denver. It's Denver, Dallas, and OKC.
This is wild too because the
Out of the
Lakers, the Lakers are 3 games back from the 2 seed. 4 games back from the 2 seed. It's not even like they were that bad.
But I think they saw the writing on the wall. I think they saw
That's
hey,
just
we're not going
crazy,
to pass
man.
the Nuggets, we're not going to pass the Grizzlies, and we're not going to pass the Rockets
Yeah.
in the regular season. maybe we come and get Luka, and then come postseason, we just run in.
Yeah. I think the Mavs have a pretty
Because-
mediocre perimeter defense.
So
Maybe they'll try
right
to
now
go
they're
get
set up to play the Nuggets first round.
the Lakers. Yeah.
Yeah, but like we still have a lot of season to play out at this point. Like they
Right.
could very easily end up getting into that. Like
I mean, Luka's still out.
yeah, I was gonna
Right.
say now. Like if they had Luka, they could very well get up into that 3-4 range. But without Luka, they're probably down in that like 6 to 8 range.
Right. So I think the Mavs have a pretty mediocre perimeter defense. Maybe try to go get Dort. You're not going to get Dort. Dort's untouchable. Dylan Brooks, I don't know if he's untouchable, but
Yeah, he's certainly not untouchable, but I think the Rockets would. I don't.
right.
I don't
when
think
I
the
say
Rockets. The
when I say
Rockets.
untouchable, I'm saying like the
Rockets
way
don't
Isaiah
seem-
Stewart is damn near
the
untouchable for a
Rockets
Pistons.
Don't seem like they're intent on making any trades this season.
Right. They've already
And
made it clear they
The
want
only
to
trade that
run
makes
it
any
out.
sense to me for the Rockets is if they trade for Fox. Other than that, I'm not making any moves if I'm the Rockets this
I
season.
don't even think I'm making a move for Fox from them.
I personally think Fox makes perfect sense for the Rockets because he
I
fits
like it.
both of their holes at the same time. Like
I
Van
like
Vliet
it.
is the weakest link in their starting lineup, and then he's also like a big clutch scorer. So he makes a lot of sense for them,
Yeah.
but I don't know if the
'Cause
Rockets are quite there this year.
They struggle in the half court.
Yeah, and like they need somebody that can take over in the late
Yeah.
game,
Yeah.
and that's what Fox would provide for them.
Yeah. So let's go over this.
But
So
like I
Dort
said,
is not
from what
being
I've heard, like
moved.
everything I've heard, the Rockets don't seem like they're making any moves.
I agree. That's what I've heard as well. Dort's not getting moved. Dylan Brooks is a maybe. I still don't think this starting lineup is that bad defensively.
I don't either.
'Cause
I think
Kyrie
the
is a good
Mavs-
defender.
I think the Mavs depth chart is solid.
Yes.
Like if you
I
look at
agree.
their first like 8 or 9 guys now, it is solid. Especially if they make it like another move to add like one more guard
Yeah.
or one more like wing
Right.
and like trade like Christie and like maybe Exum or something for somebody like that.
Steven Adams to the Lakers.
Steven Adams, that doesn't make sense.
I don't think it's happening. I also don't think the Rockets want to get rid of Steven Adams. Steven Adams is a good backup because Sengun isn't great defensively. I mean, he's okay, but like,
Yeah, they want like somebody as like an
Yeah.
option, I think.
yes, like
To
like
be
Jalen
that
Duran.
stopper
Jalen
and,
Duran
like, rebounder.
bodied Sengun. Like Jalen Duran made Sengun look like a little boy.
Yeah, like I remember when when Steven Adams was on the Grizzlies and he was like, "Yeah, I'm just out there to grab rebounds, mate."
Yeah, exactly. Dwight Howard's.
like
And
I
Kai
heard
Cenat to
that
play
the
center,
Steven
dude.
Adams is averaging like 2 shots per game this season on the Rockets, dude.
Yeah.
Like he does not
Yeah.
care. He is like literally bored man gets paid.
He is board gets paid. Yeah.
He's the definition of bored man gets paid.
Well, seems like the chat has died down.
Dwight Howard
I think
comes out
we're-
of retirement, and so does Kai Cenat to play center.
I think we're kind of at that point. I don't even know how many people are still watching anymore. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're kind of at the point where I think we're done for now.
Yeah,
But-
we had the instant reaction and all.
Yeah,
you really can talk about it.
Yeah, but let me know. You guys can comment on the video after it goes live as well. Aaron Neesmith to the Mavs.
I don't think the Pacers are really that intent on trading Aaron East.
That's what I was just thinking. Birdo7, what up, brother? I think we're about to end the streak, though. What a trade. I know, run it. I know.
100%. That
I know.
literally the craziest trade I can think of in NBA history. Like you'd never see
Yeah.
star for star like this.
Yeah.
Or like superstar for superstar. Like Anthony Davis and Luka Doncic are superstars. They're not even stars.
Right, right. All right, boys. We're out.